Check, check, check. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not gonna go back and redo that. The microphone's been out for a bit. You know what? Uh, no offense, people, but I don't really care. You've been able to see what I'm doing, okay? So, but from here on out, we'll have the microphone on so that you can follow along and just have a grand old time. Okay, so the thing I was talking about is in the original storyboard, at this point right here, when this happens, there would be a noise, obviously. That's when Akari does what I'm about to show her doing next. But we kind of rearranged a few things. So she sort of snuggles in here, and then we've got this interaction between our two ninjas where he's essentially being scolded by this guy. So he does the grunt thing, and then he's growling down like this. Come on, let's go. That's what we're seeing here. Okay. So as he turns his head around this way, um, okay, so I would like to suggest, yeah, one, two. Okay, so he gets moving. And this whole sequence here happens really fast, like probably like that. Okay, so I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll draw the house or the monastery building. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll have ninja number one in silhouette. It'd be nice if we could put the moon against him, and we could. It'd be cheating because in reality, we know from the rest of the storyboard that the moon would be coming from behind these guys. It would actually be coming down this way, and but visually it'd be cool if we could stick the moon here, but the moon isn't there. Um, in fact, the moon's actually out here, pointing in towards the. So I will eschew that little cheat, and instead probably put some. There will be some sort of foliage or tree action here in the background, I think. But I want to have these guys. This guy's in silhouette is actually the point. Okay, he just reached his arm up here. So I like that. So now what we can do is we can have this guy in the foreground, and of course, sort of the bricks or the stone, the masonry of the monastery. Okay, so now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and I just did a little deletion there just to so it inserts a keyframe automatically for me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I'm going to go ahead and move this guy's foot up just so he's doing something. But the main thing we're actually interested in is this guy. Okay, so this guy comes up into view, and let me just see what his action should be. Really, I think we're going to have him gripping the stonework. Okay, and I'm going to sort of do a little kludge here. Just go Control C, Control V, and slight rotation. Okay, I want to see if that, yeah, that looks okay. Okay, so then what's going to happen is we're going to see his other arm sort of come into play here. Now, the reason I'm doing that, okay, so that looks pretty good. I like that. He gets moving. And the reason I'm doing it is so that we've got some definite motion, because when we put the soundtrack together, we're going to want to have the sound effects of that, just, sort of the, you know, I don't have any rocks to crawl on here, but you know, noise that shows that they're climbing up the wall, because the next thing that happens is back to Akari, and she's going to respond to all this. So now we need to go back here, and I'm going to take this frame. I love this. This is going to be pretty cool. All right, Control C. I'm going to go here, and hit the D key so it makes a blank frame. And where are my strokes? Okay, so let me go back here. Let's try this again. Okay, so these are all selected, and I'm pretty sure if I hit Control C, I should be able to go here. Probably the process of creating the new keyframe interrupted it. Like, yeah, for some reason it threw the clipboard buffer away because I inserted that keyframe. So now what's going to happen? Actually, let's do it this way. Let's go. Let's grab this. Control C. And you can see as I'm going along here, guys, that what I'm trying to say is that I'm finding myself starting to put more detail in now. There's a lot finer granularity from moment to moment here because I have a clearer and clearer idea of how this is going to go. So, which again is kind of fun. So I'm going to have a little bit of a smash zoom here. Okay. All right, so let's hit the Control key. I'm going to grab this, and basically just have a slight move. Okay. Now, between here and here, oops, I want to stay on the camera view. It definitely helps being able to see how things are going to be framed. So, this, yes. Okay. And, shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do is go like that. Okay. And now what's actually going to happen here is this is going to require quite a bit of keyframing. Okay, because what really happens here is Akari knows something's up. Oh, I love it. Somebody sounds like they're messaging me. And then, and actually, what she would really do is she would close her eye again. And I'm thinking, but see, now you see this little bit of she knows what's going on, right? Now, we don't know why she knows what's going on. We don't really know anything about it. But she definitely knows that there's something up. And that whoever is climbing into her room probably should not be there. Okay. So, save early, save often. How long are we doing our time? We're just under 15 minutes. Okay, so I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, because this is fun. Okay, so he's it's gonna be all right when you actually make yourself laugh watching it. Let's go back to the beginning. So, oh, nice sleepy time. Moonbeams coming in the window. but there's something bad going on. He looks down at his partner. His partner's struggling to keep up. You can see his little thing blowing in the wind. And he takes a step, but then, oops. So these pebbles fall to the ground, and okay, and that makes a car go, but she just rolls over and nice and quiet, everything's fine. I think the musical score is going to be important to selling the emotion of the story. So now bad guy number 2 realizes he really screwed up, so he's embarrassed, and his partner is not at all pleased. He says, "Come on, let's get going." And he goes to start getting moving. The other guy's moving too, which makes a little bit of a noise, and that makes the car go, hmm? And she knows there's something up. Now, what we probably should do here is, I would say, put these curtains in here, and maybe an indication of the balcony. So when it comes in here, there's the curtains. There's actually the headboard of the bed. Okay, just so that we have that context that of what's behind her. Oops. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and, a lot of times when I need to match lines, you could cut and paste them in Blender, which is kind of nice, but a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just go like this, right? This, and just kind of match it. And again, okay, so now let me see what we got here. That's actually it. That's it for the storyboard. What's supposed to happen now is it's really part of the same scene, but effectively it's treated as another scene. When the ninja guys go ahead and break in, and there's going to be a battle. It's going to take place. So whether we will go ahead and map out that next scene and storyboard that, or go ahead and go to finished art and animation, not really sure. But my thinking right now is we'll probably do a good bit of the ink here in Blender, and then do the coloring and some of the inking in Krita. So, and we also have to give a little bit of thought to what's going to be happening with the soundtrack and sound effects, which are very important. So, with that, we're pushing 20 minutes, so I think that's going to be it for today, since we did sort of get to a good finishing point here, because there ain't no more. I'm looking at the storyboard directions, and that's where the scene ends. So rather than continuing and maybe spinning off in a direction that my partner might not agree with, I'd rather confer with her, make sure we're on track with what comes next in the story. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. And hopefully next time I'll be a little better shaved.